Hello.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Ville's taking a leak, so he's going to be back in a few seconds.
No problem. Okay. As long as it's a number one.
Yeah. Well, you never know when you're approaching middle age.
Well, exactly. Yeah, it could just turn into a number two.
Indeed. Yeah.
Unplanned. So, how are you? You had a good morning?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. It's we've been
chatting away.
Yeah, chatting away in the very.
And is Finland still home? Do you all still live over there?
Yeah. We're based there. Everybody lives there and us there.
I was in LA recently. That was a shock to my system. I hadn't seen any sunshine in about 6 years.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like t-shirt weather, even in winter.
Yeah. Yeah, now he's back. Okay. He has relieved himself.
Yes, that was a quick one.
Was it satisfactory?
I feel so relieved, not mentally, but physically.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello there. Sorry for the.
How are you, fellas? Right, we've got both of you now. We're in.
Yes, we're both in.
We're locked in, ready to go. So you guys are legally old enough to drink now, aren't you?
Yes.
21 years old, 2 decades in the band.
Yeah, I was thinking of drinking what?
Yeah.
But, there's several ways of counting how old the band is. Basically, me and Mige, we started like the first. We decided on the name.
The baptism.
That was done about 92. So I'd say it's.
That was about 21
years.
Yeah.
Of legal age, then 21.
Yeah, in America.
Do you remember the day you two met? Do you remember meeting each other, encountering each other for the first time?
Oh, we were pretty young. It was in school, but
yeah,
I don't remember the particular day or the moment.
Me neither, thank God.
Yeah. There wasn't any
There wasn't a moment then when you gazed into each other's eyes and it was like the first time you heard the Beatles.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that happened way later.
Yeah, that was.
That happened to the Dark House and Tour Bus, back in 2003.
Yeah, you needed the puberty for that, that kind of anger,
I'm sure you guys get this a lot, but I've got a confession to make.
Sure.
In my teenage years, when I was exploring, my sexuality.
Okay.
And having sexual experiences for the first time, the soundtrack to a lot of those encounters was your band.
Were you alone or with a person?
I was practicing alone in my room in the dark.
Okay,
no.
Then it's okay.
It was with girls. But yeah, there was a lot of him going on all the time. I'm sure you get that a lot, though. I mean, is love the kind of your preoccupation in terms of theme and content and subject matter with the music? Is love your favourite, topic to address and explore?
Well, I think that it's such a complicated and multi-layered topic that, it never ceases to amaze me. Everything that love means. I think the Eskimos, they've got, 32 words for snow, and I think that we should have as many, at least as many for love. It's just such a complicated thing, It feels that, there's so many things hiding behind that one word that it never ceases to amaze me. I'm not a political person, I'm not religious, really, so that doesn't leave me much choice when it comes to songwriting.
Your spirituality is found in love and relationships and connections with people in that way.
And Satan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never forget the grand old.
Do you find it easier writing music when you're happy and in love, or do you find it easier when you're perhaps, out of love and experiencing pain and difficulties and separation? And
well, I think that there's always there's a melancholy even in happy relationships. You can't always be good and jolly. So I try to take advantage of those situations and maybe pull the carpet underneath my own legs at times just to be able to write a couple of more ditties and get the tours going.
And how do you go about the music and the lyrics? Does one come before the other, or do they both kind of flow organically in time with each other writing? It's
always different. I think that makes it interesting, at least for me. So it's always there's always a surprise element, and a lot of times I get the skeletal acoustic idea for a song, the chord structure, and then the melodies together. But that's not the right time to write the lyrics, really, because then we need to put the meat on the bones, and that's when the band comes in with the fuzzy guitars. And then when we have the whole kind of idea how the song's going to sound, I think that dictates how weepy and soppy and wimpy I can be with the lyrics.
I just watched Sound City last night for the first time, the new Dave Grohl documentary. Have you guys seen it? Have you had the chance?
I just watched it about a week ago, yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
It's fairly,
it's not a great movie, a film, but the subject and the story and I didn't realise how many albums were made in those studios. Dio and Rick Springfield. And I mean, where do you guys rehearse and record? Do you find the surroundings to be an important factor in writing?
Of course, well, not necessarily writing, but recording, definitely. That was one of the reasons, for example, that we recorded, Razorblade Romance, recorded in Rockfield in Wales. There's a classic studio where Queen did their stuff.
Yes, I know the one, yeah.
And Fields of Nephilim and all sorts of bands we adore. So it does hold a significance. The latest one, Tears and Tape, we recorded back home in Helsinki.
In Finnvox Studios.
Which is
quite legendary in that point. It's something between Twin Peaks and maybe Fawlty Towers. So it's a very impressive location.
Yeah.
Are you guys big David Lynch fans? I know that you covered Wicked Game. Of course, Chris Isaak was in the Twin Peaks series, and his song features in Wild at Heart. Do you draw influence? And I know, obviously, Ville, you've got a Klaus Kinski tattoo. I was reading, which is amazing. He's one of my favourite actors ever.
Oh wow!
Do you draw on cinema and other art forms as well when writing your music?
Well, I think that everything should be an influence. It should be the pop talk, and then like reading in-depth biographies on Austin Osman Spare. It can be a combination. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be the mundane meeting the celestial.
There's a lot of snake imagery on the new album, Tears on Tape.
Well, on the physical format, right?
Yeah. It's also a metaphor for many things. It's wisdom and, of course, phallus, if you like, and it's a very strong totem.
Would you guys ever own a snake as a pet?
No,
yes, I would, but...
I thought that we'd leave Alice Cooper to that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
He's good with constrictors.
Yeah, I wonder what's the name of his snake.
Because I can't figure out whether I find them sexy or scary. They kind of walk that line of danger and...
Have you ever held one?
I've been part of a large group who've held like a giant python, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wasn't anywhere near the face.
It feels so funny, though. It's odd that they don't feel, they feel like soft baby skin or something. They're so soft.
Yeah, and I also like worms and maggots.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
So you might be a snake yourself.
Yeah, or a maggot.
Or a maggot. That's not a euphemism either. So the new album is this album number 8 for you guys?
Yeah.
Tears on Tape. It's out at the end of April.
Mm-hmm.
And how many songs are on there? Have we got 10? Have we got 12?
Oh, it's going to be 13 tracks altogether, but it's basically 9 songs proper, and then there's like intros and interludes, kind of in that 70s sort of Black Sabbath-y way, and we wanted to, for the first time, to have an intro we could use when on tour as well. So it starts off with this Dario Argento / John Carpenter type of horror movie vibe, and
amazing.
And also it's going to be released on as this fan pack edition, which has like bonuses, and I think the iTunes version is going to have some bonus videos, and so there's going to be different formats, and we can't wait for the vinyl. We're the vinyl freaks of the band, and also hoping to get the whole thing released on tape. That would be lovely.
Yeah, that would be very iconic.
It makes sense, doesn't it? Tears on Tape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love cassettes, man. You mentioned Dario Argento there. I watched Suspiria again the other night. What's the band that he collaborates with? Is it Goblin?
Goblin, yeah.
What a fantastic score and soundtrack that is.
Yeah.
La 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 la. That's the thing.
That's the stuff.
We used to use actually that theme as the intro tape for us for years. We're huge fans, and actually we met. We were supposed to be meeting Dario perhaps 6 years ago, and we were talking about him directing a video for us, but unfortunately never happened. I think that we weren't able to give him enough money and blood.
Yeah, indeed.
There's always time. Is there a video online yet for All Lips Go Blue?
Not yet. We're still yet to shoot it. I'm hoping that the whole thing would be done in about 2 or 3 weeks, and then it should be out. But at the same time, we're in a funny position that there's going to be different songs released as singles all over the world. So in some parts in northern Scandinavia, there's going to be a song called Into the Night is going to be released as a single. And then in Germany, they're going to release the title track. So it's going to be, I think, a blast for the for fanatic hymn fans that there's going to be 3 videos out pretty soon. So you can get a good idea what the whole album is about, 3 different angles on the same topic.
Has that been a current theme in a lot of your career when releasing albums? Have you tended to release different singles in different parts of the world?
At times, but this time it's the way most colourful and confusing way of getting all that stuff out. But I do kind of think that it's a cool thing. We just shot videos for the two tracks I mentioned, Tears and Tape and Into the Night. They're nearly done, and then we're trying to figure out when and how to pull off All Lips Go Blue. So, but it'll be a blast,
Well, how would you, if you had to kind of liken this to perhaps one of your albums from the past, which one would you say is perhaps most like?
I'd definitely say Love Metal from 2000.
Cool, yeah.
We actually used the same studio for the Fawlty Towers / Twin Peaks thing, maybe Black Eyed Jacks.
Yeah.
So we use so we're working with the same producer, the Finnish guy called Hiili Hiilesmaa, and then it was mixed in London by Tim Palmer. So the same team basically. So it has similarities production sound-wise, you know.
So we can expect a bit of that Buried Alive by Love, heavy guitars.
It's going to be heavier, but at the same time, it's going to be like let's say a mixture of Buried Alive by Love meeting the Funeral of Hearts.
Okay,
so
nice. Yeah,
a lot of like melancholy, croonery type of vocals, but at the same time having really Sabbathian cathedral, like bang your head to the wall, knucklehead riffs.
So it sounds like the perfect package for anyone who's a fan of your band. Both sides of what you do.
Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
We're confident.
Good.
Well, yeah, you really sound confident.
We're confident.
I think... you're a Roy Orbison fan, Ville?
Bits and bobs, yeah. Yeah, I do like the... well, he's a great singer, or was a great singer. And I don't know all of his album. I've been basically, folk-wise, I've been listening to Chris Whitley, if you know that fella.
I don't know.
Maybe you should check out Chris Whitley's Dirt Floor. It was...
Is that with a H?
Oi?
Is a Whitley with a H?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. And a fellow who unfortunately passed away a few years back, and he did several different kinds of albums, but you should check out Dirt Floor. It's pretty tough to get, but it's just man and a dobro, and he's got this really gravelly type, Mark Lanigan type of voice, and it was just recorded in a cabin one night, and it sounds amazing. It sounds bigger than a lot of big production albums. That's one of my main influences on when I was started writing Tears on Tape.
Nice. And when are we going to see you performing some dates in the UK?
Well, the first one, we're going to do a few kind of record release party / showcase gigs around Europe and the US. So we're playing Dingwalls in London in late April, and unfortunately it's sold out. Well, good for us.
Good for us.
Good for you, yeah.
Yeah, but it's so we're doing a couple of smaller clubby thingies, and then playing festivals. We're doing Download.
Awesome.
So that'll be wonderful. And when when the school starts, let's say mid-August or whatever, that's when we start touring proper. At the moment we're booking gigs and trying to figure out where we're going to start it from. But Wolverhampton, here we come.
Right. Well, let's get you in if you've got time. Come in and pop by the studios in Birmingham and say hello.
We're going to play Brum, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you'll have us. Yeah.
Awesome. Of course we will. It'd be my pleasure. Well, listen, guys, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
It was an absolute pleasure. Can't wait for the album to come out. Tears on Tape, 29th of April, over here in the UK. And here's hoping we get a trilogy of movies unleashed onto the world on the same day soon as well.
Yeah, The Hobbit.
Cheers, him. Thank you.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. I love that.